Welcome to Uintah High School. I'm John Nerton. Tonight we have a great matchup between Salem Hills and the Uintah Utes. This game matters a little bit to both teams to see who ends up on the bottom and who's right above them. So it's a great region matchup. Both teams have had tough seasons. The Utes have actually played pretty good in some of their close games. They're in it right to the last minute and lose by one score. So it'll be fun to see them come out, put forth this big hard effort tonight, and see if they can't get a win here at Coach Belcher Stadium. We got a few keys to the game. Got with Coach Harry. I don't even know how to say his last name. I don't dare say it, so. Nope, can't get it. Take care of the ball, he said. Play sound defense, assignment football, kind of basic coach speak stuff, and then win in the trenches. So it's Coach Harry Schwanke, someone told me. And it's spelled a little different than that, but we'll go with that. And then Coach Peacock and the Grinders. You know, the Utes have worked hard at this game this year. New system. And again, they've been very close in a lot of the games that they have lost. So they've been in the games, not as many blowouts as some of the seasons they've played in the past where it didn't go as well. But Coach said, play aggressively. Don't turn the ball over and defend the pass. And that's one thing, defend the pass, where the Utes don't pass a lot. I'm sure they don't work on that very much during the off-season or during the practices. So they see that pass come in, and it's just a little different. They don't defend it as well just because they don't actually run that offense. So the defense doesn't see it play in and play out. They see a run and a option football. So we looks like we're having the coin flip going right now. We'll see if we can see who wins the coin flip. And there it goes. We got 4 captains from each team, looks like. And also, one thing to note, tonight we're going to present the player of the game with the tickets to the maze at Water Hollow Ranch. Kind of a fun privilege to be that player of the game. So we'll keep an eye on that and see who plays well. And let's see. Looks like Salem won the coin flip and deferred. So looks like the Utes are going to be kicking off, headed north, or receiving, headed north. So that sounds like a good option to start here. We're going to take a break while they get the teams out here and get real ready to start this game. We'll be back here for the beginning of the game. See you then.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uintah Basin.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
Welcome back to Uintah High School, where we've had the coin flip, we've had the national anthem, and we are ready to play some Friday night under the lights football. You see, Salem Hills went in the end zone, kind of hung out, waited for all the festivities to get done, and looks like they got a pretty sizable team, a lot of players. I think they're pretty young as well. Not very many seniors, looks like, on their roster, so they're an up-and-coming team. The Utes, also with, not as many seniors. They have a few seniors. It was senior night tonight. A few nice words about each player and some of their favorite moments. I think most of them just came up with some favorite moments that sounded good, because I think most of them just like how the other side of football likes their particular fact that they play football. You know, boys play football so the girls like them. Well, and they like to hit people too. So we're about ready to kick off. The Utes are going to receive, headed north. And can't see who's back there at this point. Probably Petrie usually back there. Caleb. I think he's on the far side from me, and can't tell who that other one is. Maybe it's Isaiah Roberts. With Salem Hills kicker, number 87. I don't have a number 87 on my sheet. So that's kind of a pooch kick out the side. Oh, and the Utes get it and get tackled right there, about the 30-yard line. So the Utes will take possession, looks like about the 31. And so 1st and 10 on the 31 for the Utes. Here we go. Football has begun. It's not Friday night, it's Wednesday night. It feels like a Friday night for me. So I got to get up and go to work tomorrow, though, so it's not a Friday night. These kids, it is. They don't have school for the next 2 days, so they'll have a couple days off, and that'll be nice. Little pitch out. And the Utes have great blocking. Boy, that was a good tackle from, let's see, looks like number 1. Let's see if he turns a little bit. Yeah, number 1, Reed Johnson. So the Utes, good yardage on that. Looked like they picked up about 6 yards, and it was due to the blocking. Good blocking for the Utes. So, again, same motion usually. Same look, same play. Oh, they go right up the middle, and it's a good one. Nice first down. Not sure yet who they went to. Looks like Revelis. Isaiah with the hair. I don't know how to be able to tell which one he is. So the Utes with a couple good plays up the middle and get yardage each time. So again, in the option. And no motion. Oh, there's the motion. Revelis. Keeper, quarterback keeps it. Gets around the outside, pitches to Revelis, who sneaks in for a couple more yards. Looks like he picked up about 6. It's 5 of them. So that was a lot of options going there. Henderson could have handed that off and went up the middle. Decided not to. Kept it himself. Came around. Sent it out to Revelis, Isaiah. A lot of Salem Hills players there, but the Utes ended up with about 5 or 6 yards on that. So 3 plays in a row, 3 decent yardage pickups. And there's that motion again. This time they go up the middle with Revelis, and he gets the rest of it and then some. Picked up about 10 yards. So the run has been working well for the Utes. Not sure about Salem Hills, but with the coach speak saying that they wanted to really look for Salem Hills to avoid the pass, watch the pass and defend the pass for the Utes. I'm assuming they pass, and therefore maybe they're not as good at defending the run game. So these two teams might match up really well offensively and be a blast to watch tonight. Same motion, and this time he does it. What a great handoff. Anyone who didn't see that, he was keeping that and said, nope, I got pressure. I'm handy. Eyes in the back of his head, Henderson had right there. So, very, very good start for the Utes. They're just marching up and down the field. Picked up 8 on that last one. This is that time where maybe they throw that one up the middle, that little slant to Corbin Allen. That might do something for him right here. Let's see what happens. Nope, back up the middle and grind it again. Is that Isaiah one more time? And he gets pushed back, but he gets his forward progress, so. Very close to a first down. They're going to move the chains, so it is another first down. So every couple of plays, the Utes tend to be coming up with the first down. Let's hope this keeps up all night. Like to take a big thanks to one of our sponsors, L&L Motors. L&L is his #1 rated new car dealer in the Basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal today. Isaiah, nice big throw over the top. And Revelis doesn't quite get in. He's a yard short. No, that wasn't Revelis. Who was that? I got to see. Give me just a minute. I'll see who it is. Was that, I didn't see who it was. 32, it looks like. Brandon Giles. Nice catch, Brandon. There was pressure on Henderson right there at the end, and he just threw that right before the defender grabbed the ball out of his hand. So a nice timing on the pass there, and geez, Salem Hills just stuffs the middle. Probably lose a yard for the Utes on that one. Their only negative play so far. Probably looked like it went to Revelis. I don't have the L&L replay up tonight with the basics coverage, so some of these times you can't see quite as well from my vantage point and my age with my eyes, but I'll keep trying to find those names and numbers and get them out there so Mom, Dad, and Grandma and Grandpa can hear how good their kids are doing. So Henderson up and under. Motion again. Revelis with the motion. Henderson turns around, goes for a sweep, and he gets taken out at about the 6-yard line. So he lost about 5 yards there. No fooling Salem Hills on that one. So Utes are 3rd down and 6 yards to go now. Started this down and on the 1-yard line, and the Utes are going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it here right now. Let's talk a little bit about some of our sponsors. Strata Networks is proud to help bring you live coverage of local sports. Enjoy reliable coverage and unbeatable speeds from the company that brings you more local cell sites than any other carrier. Nationwide 4G LTE coverage and the latest devices from your favorite brands. Strata Networks is proud to be your local wireless provider. Right now, get a 4G smartphone for $0 down and upgrade in as early as 1 year with Strata Plus. Learn more at stratanetworks.com. Strata Networks is brings you the latest mobile devices from your favorite brands. Visit them today and buy one, get one free on select smartphones. Strata Networks, we connect lives. Let our sponsors know you heard about them here tonight on this great coverage from us here at BTV. The great high definition quality coverage for these games is, there comes a flag out. Must have been some motion. Looks like Utes are going to probably back up 5 more. Although Salem's backing up. Oh, so it looks like they got that half the distance to the goal for the Utes. Must have been lined up in the neutral zone or something. That flag came out before the ball was ever snapped, so. Oh, I'm going to say that was who moved first. I don't have the L&L replay. You might be able to go back on your TV there. I use the DVR and go backwards sometimes. They're talking about it, and they're going to take another half the distance. So the Utes are back on that 1 yard line, a little bit more than the 1 yard line, right where they started. 3rd down and 1 to go. So do they change plays or stick with what they were going with? We'll never know. Only the team knows. It looked like Henderson moved, but I think he moved after the encroachment came from the other team. Salem Hills jumped the line. So here we go. Let's see what the Utes have in store for this final push. And there's a pitch, hand up. Oh, and just a stop, a dead stop. So Isaac Jensen was the ball carrier. You know, I would assume the Utes will probably go for it here on 4th down. It's early in the game. 3 points is no fun. Nobody wants to see Isaiah Perez kick one through from here. Yeah, they're going to go for it. And I'm kidding, Isaiah. We all want to see you kick one through from anywhere. Super fun for a kicker to get that opportunity. Utes are just going to go right up the middle, push it hard, and they're going to get through. They're going to give him a touchdown there. No, the far guy called it. They're going to have a discussion here. One referee called a touchdown. I got fans down below me going nuts. They a lot of times we have the Salem Hills fans on our side. One official called touchdown. The rest of the crew called it not. So they're going to override him. The ball's going to sit on the 1-inch line, and the Utes did not make a touchdown. No points on that play. So we bring on the defense, and Salem Hills brings on the offense. You got number 4, James Nilsson, as quarterback, coming from the shotgun. Looked like it was number 9 behind him. Coach's son, Billy Swink. He gets the ball. No. Yeah, he gets the ball, moves around a little bit. He goes sweeping, and he almost gets taken down in the end zone, but not quite. So he makes it out of there. Going to be on about the 1-yard line now. 2nd and 9 to go. Looks like they gave him a pretty good spot. Maybe it's 2nd and 8. So Salem Hills again, shotgun. Same look, pretty tight in the middle. They got 3 receivers, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. And single man coverage on the defense. The run goes up the middle, lots of yardage. The Utes drag him down after a first down. So the chains move, and Salem Hills gets out of that 1-inch zone. Same shotgun start. Looks a little more like a pass, though. Yeah, it is. They got the still single coverage, short pass over the line of scrimmage, and about 9 yards. Pass went to number 25, Jacob Rolfie. And now they've got a little working room. So coming again from the shotgun will be Nilsson. Nilsson's got Veely with him. And he goes to Veely right up the middle. Gets good blocking. He goes through the hole. Just about makes it the distance. He had just one guy to get past, and that one guy was Isaiah Roberts. He stayed in there, got that, and Henderson was also in there. A lot of the time you hear about Henderson, just that safety zone area, coming in there and helping with the tackles. Just sees the game really well, and he's athletic as can be. Hard to get by Henderson. So again, they kind of delay that one, and Veely goes up the middle. But the Utes are there, stop him after a couple yards. So Salem Hills has nearly made up 50 yards. Look, they've made about 47 yards up. Got 3 to go to get to midfield. Shotgun, he's got twins on each side, looking to pass again right here would be my guess. Utes in single coverage. And he does step back looking to pass. Rifles one over the top. And just a great catch. The tackle looked like it was Roberts again. Roberts kind of in on those. His guy must be getting looked at a little bit tonight. All right, back in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Watch for the run up the middle again. This time they do, and the hole breaks loose, and a really good run from number 34, Garrett Lloyd. And they just delayed just enough to get that going through there. And they have marched up this field just like the Utes did. Let's see how they do now that they're in the red zone. Twin receivers on each side. Here comes some motion. They're going to fake to hand the motion, and the quarterback keeper, and he just breaks tackles left and right. Not the last one, though. That looks like Foster was hanging on from behind, and looks like Peyton Pace got the tackle there. So they get a couple yards, maybe 5 yards on that. So you see they got 3 receivers up to the right. They just being a passing team, a little motion, looking to pass up there. Oh, and there's holding in the backfield. I mean, it's a flag, and it's a spot foul. I would assume it's holding. Likely that one's coming back. Yeah. Holding against Salem Hills, going to come back 10 yards. It'll be second, about 15. So, very similar to the Utes. Salem Hills marched from one end to the other, got down there, and got in the red zone, and negative yardage starts coming. And you see Nelson's got something. He just got a stinger on his hand, looks like. Nothing hurt, really, just a stinger. He'll shake that off and be just fine. So, looks closer to second and 20. A real tight set for Salem Hills with 3 on the left and 1 on the right. I don't know what they're doing. Hard to tell. Run this, pass this. Going to go up the middle again. And that Garrett Lloyd again. He's a pretty good runner. He delays just enough, and he waits for the hole to open up. I think that's a tough thing to do, you know, as a high school football player, to just delay just enough to let the hole open. And once you figure that out, you become a pretty dang good running back. So Lloyd stays in there with Nelson, and they switch up their receivers, and it's that roll pass out to the right. Corbin Allen put pressure on the end, and just barely overthrown. And that had to be perfect and caught perfect, and it was on the hands, but just not quite there. So good defense by the Utes. It's 4th and about 15 yards. So they're going to try to take a field goal here from about 41 out. Alex, their kicker. Number 22, Baker, Alex Baker. And it gets blocked. And so the Utes are going to take over after a blocked punt. So both teams did a great job moving from one end of the field to the other and put together quite the drive. Each team got tough on the other end on the defensive side and stopped the other team. So no points either way, 0-0. A lot of really fun, good offensive football, but no score. You know, little different on that front. Ashley Regional is the only Joint Commission accredited hospital in the basin. Ashley Regional is looking forward to the completion of their new Women's Center in 2018. Ashley Regional is one of our sponsors. Let them know you heard about them from us here at VTV. Motion going around back, Petrie, and a big pitch. Oh, and he catches it one-handed and right up the middle for about 8 yards. That pitch was just at his shoulder, and he just put his right hand up, caught it in that hand, pulled it right down like it was right where it's supposed to be. So Caleb with a nice run. Henderson's comfortable with that pitch. Utes, again, little smash mouth, just right up the middle. Look how tight that set is. We are not passing this, but here comes the motion. As soon as he sets, no motion this time. It is going up the middle. And no, it didn't go up the middle. Utes lost a couple yards on that one. So Salem Hills read that one like a book. I'm not sure if that was Henderson kept that one. Tough decision right in there what to do. You know, if you pick one way and it goes great, you're a genius, and if you pick another and it doesn't look good, it's all your fault. So everything's on Henderson's shoulders most of the time. And he's going to roll this one out. Big throw coming. Nope, he's going to keep it and run a little. And he's going to make up maybe a yard. So it's going to be 4th and need to punt. So the Utes do bring in their punt team, so they went a quick 3 and out. Got a couple yards, so 4th and 3. So they're going to let Isaiah put his boot to this and see how far back he can pin Salem Hills. This time of the season, Uintah kickers are usually pretty dang good. They work on that really hard here. Got a good coach, and he gets a pretty good one. And it's going to take a good, a hop right to Salem Hills, who barely gets brought down, and it's a good thing. So that was Peyton Pace with the tackle. So the Utes, let's see, they net about a 30-yard net. Not a bad punt. And it looked like it was going to take a Uintah bounce and be tough to handle, but it popped right up into the Salem Hills player's hands. And Salem Hills takes over on the 42-yard line. Well, let's see what happens now. The delay. And Utes just keep coming from everywhere till they take down number 8, Brooke Matoyi. And that was Isaiah Roberts on the final tackle, but everybody took a turn at poking at him. Salem Hills, it looked like there was going to be a timeout, but that's the end of the quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break, come back, talk about a few of our sponsors, see how the second quarter begins. So we'll be right back.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
Back at Uintah High School, where Salem Hills has flipped directions, and now they're headed north. Little motion coming, hold it, keeps it, go up the middle, and they just get a steam ahead of him, and man, he falls forward. He's going to be awful close to that first down. I see a flag in the backfield. Oftentimes that's holding. Let's see what they call, and we'll go from there. So it is holding, backing him up. So they might have had a first down there. Now they have to do it again. So Salem Hills coming along. All right. Second and 18 yards, 16 yards. Quarterback stays, he's looking to throw. Throws out here on this flat, got pretty good blocking. And he gets most of it picked back up. Looks like it's going to be a couple of yards short, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. Okay, same thing. Look, they just look to pass, but they got to be running this with 2 yards. Utes are right up in their face. Nope, they're going to pass it. They're going to look out. Little slant play. And he catches it for a first down. That is a great catch because he got hammered. That was number 2, Zeke Mangum. Just goes up, grabs the ball, and comes down with it. Hard to believe he caught that one. And he might have got one there, so 2nd and 9. Salem is going no huddle and hurry up football right now. Just dumps this one over the top. And the would-be tackler just missed the tackle. gave him another 10 yards. And you know, gave him, I say that lightly. That was Jacob Rolfe. He did a pretty good job of escaping that. And again, Salem Hills is just cooking with gas. They're on the move and not letting the Utes have any time to set up. I see Caleb Petrie limping off the field, having some issues there. So he's going to have to take a break and see if he can get healed up from whatever's hurting him. And chains get set. The injured player goes in and out. And Salem Hills slows down just a little bit with their big roll, moving down the field. Motion. Quarterback keeps it. And a lot of pressure, and he decides to just run it out smartly. Get a couple yards if he can. So he might have got a yard. Looks like 2nd and 9 on about the 20-yard line. So Salem Hills trying to go hurry up. They got the plays being called from the side with posters. And doing a pretty good job of getting that ball moving. Oh, and the Utes just go all kinds of nuts on that one. Not sure who they're going to call it on. Which side, which direction. So, going to get marched off on the Utes. That'll be a first down on about the 9-yard line. Nope, they're going to skim 5. Sorry, my bad. Just an offside. Moon Lake Electric, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. Providing power to the area since 1938. Find and like them on Facebook. Comes the motion again. No handoff. Second player gets that hand, and he is just a brick. Just bouncing off Uintah players. Everybody missed that tackle. And that was number 8, Brooke Batohi. And he's just a solid running back. You know, he comes in there and just bounces off players. He's hard to tackle. You gotta tackle him strong. So 6 points for Salem Hills. The Utes go down 6-0. Gonna have a chance for an extra point. And he gets it up and it's good. So 7-0 Salem Hills as we have a new kickoff coming from Salem Hills to the Uintah Utes. The Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today they are a leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field downhole service, and other industries. Savage. Let them know you heard about them here on our coverage of VTV's high school football. All right, Utes, your turn to go down, play some offense now. That was pretty solid offense on Salem Hills' part. They're going to be kicking that ball off. They're going to choose to kick it off on the hash. And let's see where that gets to. Deep kick. Caleb with the ball, and he's just trying to get around it. Comes out to about the 11-yard line. Maybe he picked up 6 yards. Caleb's still just a little gimpy. He attacked that pretty heavy, but boy, he thought he could get around that right side. If he could have swept around there, he had some open field to run. So the Utes huddle up, talk about it a little bit. Salem Hills has just tightened up and started playing that. We're gonna watch your run play. And it goes for a sweep around the outside, and he gets to the outside, picks up 6 or 7 yards. Brandon Giles with the carry. Maybe he gets 10 there. Yep, they're going to give him a first down. Pitch out, and he just runs into the tacklers and lets him, and nobody brings him down. Caleb says, I'm going to go ahead and get my 5 yards and take a few of you with me, and if they don't blow that whistle, I'll just keep on going. But they blew the whistle. He got, looks like 4 yards. I don't think he gets maybe a yard if he doesn't just put his head down and go like he did. So that was actually a pretty good run for what he had in front of him once he had the ball. Henderson up and under. He's got some receivers out to the right. Keeps this one. Goes up the middle and misses the tackler too, and he gets around the outside and he's going for some distance. Tries for a straight arm, but he gets down to the 25-yard line. Makes up about a 45-yard run. So, you know, that's what I like about the way the Utes play this. They go up the middle, up the middle, up the middle, a little sweep out the side, and just break a big play every so often. So Henderson was off to the races, and he just didn't have enough width there to get outside of that. He needed the soccer line out of bounds instead of the football line out of bounds to make that touchdown happen. But nice run anyway. About a 45-yard pickup. Henderson up and under. He's got receivers to the left. And he hands it off. Looked like he handed it off to Brandon Giles out the right. And nothing doing. They probably lose a yard on that one. So it's funny if the Utes, if their decision works, it looks really, really good. If the decision doesn't, it's like, why'd you run that? I remember thinking that as a kid. Why just go up the middle every time when I watch the NFL? But you can see as those holes get open and as the sweep works, whatever that play is, and here they go again with that same motion. Pitches that out. No pitch. Throws it over the top. And looked like that was to Corbin Allen. I can't see the number. That is Corbin Allen. And just a hair long. And Henderson had to get rid of that pretty dang quick. He was going to get taken out. But yeah, when you just get that just right on that up the middle, it looks really good. So the Utes take a shot there and don't hit a home run. Henderson up and under, and a lot of pressure. Blitz coming. Got to get rid of that thing. There you go. Swings it out. Keeper. Oh, someone held in the backfield. It is a fumble, looks like. Ball came out, but the Utes come up with it, no problem. But there's a flag in the backfield, likely a holding. So they're going to get the holding. They're going to get pushed back a fair bit. It's going to be third and way long. Henderson did have a lot of time, so whoever held did a good job making sure that he did have some time. Stickman is proud to sponsor VTV's live coverage of Uintah Basin High School football. Being that is a spot foul, that is a humongous penalty. They go 10, 12, almost a 20-yard penalty off of that. So the Utes have third and 30, third and 29. Nope, third and 30. So that's a devastating penalty based on that it's a spot foul. So the spot of the infraction. Figuring that they're going to tackle the quarterback back there, you know, and then you lose the 10 yards beyond that. Oh, goodness. So that ball is tipped off the line and missed. Incomplete pass. And now Utes are probably going to punt this one. Looks like they are. Going to try to pin Salem Hills back deep. Pretty fun set of downs there for the Utes. Made some movement. Now we'll see what Isaiah Perez can do with this punt. And he gets a pretty dang good one off. And the Utes are going to pin Salem way deep again. Right about the 8-yard line. Salem started a little deeper than that once. They started at the 1-inch line. So they've done pretty good to get their paces correct. Play clock starts. Salem Hills in a huddle here. See if they pick up the pace again and keep the ball moving. One receiver way wide left. Single coverage from the Utes. And they hand it off up the middle. And there are penalties everywhere. Not sure what happened. Couple penalties right on the line of scrimmage looked like. That was Garrett Lloyd again. And it looks like they're going to go spot foul. And probably half the distance against Salem Hills. So they're trying to decide if it's a spot foul or if it's from. Oh, and the Utes don't take it. They figure it was only going to be half the distance, so they give them some yardage. I'm not sure why not to take that other than you lose it down. So instead of giving them 1st and 14, they give them 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7. There's a pitch out. A whistle blows. I don't see a flag or anything. Not sure what's happened. Maybe they weren't quite ready. Not sure. The center official is gave the Utes a penalty there, so that really hurts. So you take 2nd down and then you give up 5 yards on a silly penalty. Someone must have lined up again in the neutral zone or something. I'm not sure. Some illegal formation lineup, something. Couldn't really tell. And going to be a big throw. It has a chance to be intercepted, and no, it's not. Holy smokes. That ball goes to number 3, Tom Wilson. And Tom just pulls that one down over the top of Brandon Giles. Brandon must not have been able to see the ball. And how in the heck Giles just was right on him, step for step. And Salem has to wait long enough to get the chains moved. And they're right up the middle and gets 1 yard. And that's pretty good tackle up the middle. Looked like number 63. I don't see 63. 69. Leo Jimenez. Nice tackle, Leo. And Salem just pushing it. And the quarterback sidesteps a would-be tackler. And then, oh my goodness, he just won't go down. And then there comes out a few flags, something. Is that a face mask? 2 officials saw whatever it is. It was going to be about 3rd and... Yeah. So it is a face mask, just a 5-yarder. So it's still 3rd and a yard or 3rd and 2 yards. So, yeah, it had to be a face mask. When you see them both right there at the tackle and nothing else looks to be happening, it's always that face mask. And you just get a finger in there. You know, there wasn't a yank or anything. So it's only a 5-yard penalty. But it's still a 5-yard penalty. So 2nd and 2. Pitch out to Lloyd. He runs into his own player. Real close to the 1st down. There was a flag on the play. I didn't see that. Blocking in the back. So he definitely had the 1st down by about a yard. And now they're going to march off some yardage against Salem Hills. They're going to take back the 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 9. And that's about a wash. Like it didn't even exist, that play. L&L Motors is the #1 rated car dealer in the Basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal. Quarterback's going to throw a slant right across the middle and just gets that slant right ahead of the Utes. He goes to number 25, Jacob Rolfe, and they get a first down off of that. So the Utes will have a good play and a bad play on defense. And Salem Hills up 7-0, marching down the field again. So Nilsson back in the shotgun, I formation. And he goes to Lloyd again, who gets ahead of steam and just bowls over a couple of would-be tacklers and gets 8 or 9 yards. Going to give him 8 yards. So not really steamrolling over the Utes, but Salem Hills is making some definite space happen. Picking up yardage now. This looks to be a pass out to the right. No, yep. Quarterback keeps it, passes it out to the right. Slant right up the middle. That slant is just getting the Utes. That was to number 2, Zeke Mangum. And again, as fast as they can get up there, they get up there and get set. And Foster holds him up this time. And that was Vatui Brook. And Alex gives him, makes him lose a yard or so. So 2nd and 6 for Salem Hills. They're going to think about this one a little bit. Utes get pretty tough down there in the red zone. Last time on this, Brook also ran the ball in, and he just bounced off everybody into the back of the end zone. And they're going to pitch out to Brook again. He escapes one tackle, escapes another one, and escapes a 4th tackle, and flops into the end zone. That's one tough kid. Just bouncing off of would-be tacklers and makes it to the end zone again. So the Utes down 13-0. With an extra point coming for Salem Hills. And they just about get through there, but he makes that one. It is 14-0 for Salem Hills. Ashley Regional, one of our sponsors, was named one of the top 100 rural hospitals in America by Becker's Review. Ashley Regional supports UHS Sports. So Salem Hills going to kick off again. So they had one pooch kick and another deep kick. Caleb Petrie picked that one up. Didn't get much out of the long one. So let's see what happens here on this one. Big boot, big foot. Pretty deep. And the Utes, Roberts decides to run that one out. He gets about the 18-yard line. Maybe should have thought about just staying there. So the clock seems to be running pretty quick tonight. Just play after play, just on the ground, and keep that clock running. So the Utes are just kind of a lackluster finish on some of their offensive plays. Break out a few big ones. I like the big 45-yard run from Henderson. Let's see what they can bring this time. See if they can polish off a few good plays to finish strong. I'm going to slant this one to Court. Nope. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh. Just about broke that one loose. So that was Isaac Jensen. So Henderson to Jensen. Nice pickup. I like the polish on that play. Pretty good tackle there from Salem Hills. That was a sure touchdown if he doesn't catch him. Motion comes. They go up the middle. And they get about 4 yards. So 2nd and 7. Stickman is proud to sponsor VTV6's live coverage of Uintah Basin High School football. You like how I got the draw on that one? That's pretty good. Fakes the pitch. And he throws an interception right to Salem Hills. And number 21 for Salem Hills, Taylor Berg, picks up an interception. Then he picks up some yards. Almost went for a pick 6. Just not tackling solid, the Utes aren't. So that was a rough play for Henderson there. You know, he fakes the pitch, looks out, sees an open receiver, and that just goes away right as he lets the ball go. So Salem Hills with the ball again. Lots of time. Unlimited time. And has a receiver open on the 3-yard line. The ball's thrown perfectly. Caught perfectly, and the receiver ends up with a knee touching the ground to officially end that play in high school football. If you go down, it's down. So again, Salem Hills is just playing quick. They rush up there. 1st and goal with 3 to go. See if they can just get a head of steam. And there's some kind of holding. That play was a touchdown, but it's going to be held up by somebody holding on the line. And they're going to get pushed back to, it's going to go 5 or 10. I think they're going to go back 10 yards. You hear the crowd going a little nuts. The announcer for the Utes on the overhead announcer said Seahawks instead of Skyhawks. Salem Hills Skyhawks. So the Skyhawk fans went a little nuts on that. All right, so 2nd and goal to go. They picked up 1 yard. Foster with the tackle. Shotgun for Nelson. And he hands that one off. Oh, and just a good blocking around the outside. Pinched that off, and the Utes are just so close to making that happen right there and stopping that, and they just can't quite get it. But Moon Lake Electric, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned, providing power to the area since 1938. Find and like them on Facebook. Here we go for the extra point to make it a clean 3 touchdowns. And about 1 minute left, minute 40 left on the clock. And the Utes go down 3 touchdowns. So Salem Hills is going to kick this one off. Strata Networks is proud to be your local wireless provider. Right now, get a 4G smartphone for 0 down and upgrade in as early as 1 year with Strata Plus. Learn more at stratanetworks.com. So anybody watching the game, welcome. Glad to have you. Fun to see your kid out playing under the lights here at the Coach Belcher Stadium. What a great facility the Uintah Utes have to play football on, and bring in another team and have such good locker facilities and bleachers for both teams. Great support here for a Uintah Ute team that's had a rough season. Lots of fans still in the stands. So happy and proud of the support that they've received this year. Here comes the kickoff after the 3rd touchdown for Salem Hills. Not as deep this time. Petrie comes up, catches that one, gets ahead of steam, moves to the right, jukes to the left, comes right up in the middle. He gets about 27-yard line. So not a bad return. Comes up a little gimpy again. He's got something going on with one of his ankles, it looks like. Let's see if the Utes can break one open and get a touchdown here before the half. With a minute 35 left, are they just going to keep Old Faithful going and grind it on the ground? Probably. I probably would if I was Coach Peacock at this point. And they do. They go up the middle. And that was Isaiah Revelis, I believe. Yep, there you see the hair and a number 25 underneath. He does a great job and finishes that one off pretty strong. He gets that same 7 yards that he was getting early in the game, so they've kind of opened that back up, and maybe Salem's going to let him have that a little more and defend against something long with just a minute left in the first half. Oh, and Henderson does a good job of keeping that one. 56 seconds left as they move the chains to try to get the clock started again. That first down stops the clock, but it restarts as soon as the chains are set. So the Utes take a huddle. No hurry in their pace with 45 seconds left. Henderson up and under. Revelis in motion, fakes a pitch, and he gets sacked. So Henderson keeps that one, looking to make a pass, and just no time to get that off. When the Utes seem to know it's a pass, they just don't block as well. And he doesn't have time to get that ball off. And I'm not sure what that is from, whether that's just the way the plays are drawn up or what. But the Utes are going to take a timeout right here. We'll go ahead and stay here and talk a little bit about another one of our sponsors, the Savage family. Founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today they are a leader in the supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of their customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field downhole services, and other industries. Couple of quick updates. Duchesne is at 20-0 against Layton Christian, doing a good job, and the Union Cougars in their playing game up 42-20 today. So they, uh-oh, that one was batted down. And so the Utes have enough time to throw one more play in there. See maybe if they can go for a Hail Marys here. I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. They just don't want to get something going against them right here at the end, but we're going to see what happens here. See if the Utes have something for a last minute play of the first half. Be nice to just go in on a big high note. You know, down 14, making up a touchdown here on the last play would feel like a victory over just going in down 21. So they're going to try a little up the middle play. No, there's a penalty somewhere. Maybe they ran out the clock. So the clock never does get started. The Utes run it out. So probably same play. They were just going up the middle on the option. And I would change the play if I was coaching. Do something different. Give them a different look. See what Coach Peacock comes up with here. Throw a couple of guys out on the right. Maybe throw... why not throw the slant to Corbin Allen? Just that little slant play. Nothing doing. The ball handed off, and the Utes get sacked again, tackled in the backfield. And pretty rough start to this game. 21-0 for Salem Hills. Unless you're a Salem Hills fan, then it wasn't a rough start. It was a really good start. And it looks to me like the officials are discussing things, trying to decide if there's more time left on this halftime or what. So they're going to give the Utes one more look maybe. So I'm not sure. It's fourth down, and Salem Hills took a timeout, it looks like. So with no time on the clock, officially, unofficially no time on the clock. Officially, the officials put, is that 1.1 looks like? 1 second on the clock. And while we have this quick timeout, mention all of our sponsors. L&L Motors, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional, Moon Lake Electric, Savage, and Stickman. All sponsor Uintah Basin High School football. And without their sponsorship, this coverage wouldn't be here. We're doing 4 games tonight here at VTV. Covering all the home games all season long. Happy to do it, and thank all of our sponsors for putting that in. And I hope all you guys can go out there and let our sponsors know that it's appreciated. And what works best for them is if you buy their services. Okay, one last try. Henderson's just going to keep it. Straight up, sweep. Going to go hard. Going to go way hard. Not quite going to make it, but boy, that was fun. So Henderson with a couple of big plays this half. The highlight for the Utes. That was just from the get-go. I'm determined. I'm sweeping around. Keeper sweeper. No stopping me till we get to your safeties down at the other end, and maybe take something from that. A little bit of encouragement with the big long run. Hey, we're going to take a break here, a long word from our sponsors, and be back in a bit.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uintah Basin.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor, People you know, people who care.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
Everyone loves it the most. I was at my in-laws and it was like only kings in the bowl. I'm like, I'll take a handful of those. About to find out how good. At least smells good.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
I just want the sideline. I'm so sick of being at this. So you're just on the phone talking about it? And I was on my smartphone, and Lance is like, dude, your phone sucks this week. This one's freaking amazing. It sounds pretty good. My smartphone sucks. You need to get one that plugs into your head, just like a headphone. I know. First week I decided to do that. That's how I started. The smartphone probably picks up too much on the speakers. You guys are about that, so you probably have to have speakers. Next year, I'll just have because people think I'm weird because I'm walking around talking about everything's going on for very long. So I try to hide it. Sometimes the rep that took it on in high school, I'll get behind the goalpost every time there's you can see a field goal. Yeah, he's like, you gotta be back here, coach. I'm like, I'm not a freaking coach. I'm media. Just get out of here. I'm asking you nicely. It's like on the air. I'm like, dude, you're the only one who's ever had a problem with me. So yeah, I've done that for the last 3 years. It's kind of like my mental health there. I get to just take a day out of school. Kids go do that. Go to my pizzeria. Spend a day at College Stadium. Dude, I got food classes. I understand how to feel. I was good right now. I got to go to I got to take a little yard markers of help. And I was doing there, and my little brother was with me. He ran to the bathroom, and he came back. Jump. I was just in the bathroom. I was sitting there at the urinal, and I looked up. I reached over, and I shook Malone's hand. The mailman was there. And so Malone, this was his rookie year. He just didn't do it badass. This kid from California said, "You're the mailman." And then he says, "Where are you from?" Utah. He was almost Denver. Hey, how about Instagram? I don't know. I heard about it on the radio, so I wouldn't wish that on anybody. His foot, let's just say, he probably looked like
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uintah Basin.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
Welcome back to Uintah High School, where tonight Salem Hills dominated the first half as far as the score went, but both teams moved the ball up and down the field. One big turnover from the Utes on a interception. Other than that, pretty good offense on both teams. Big number 8 Brooke Batoye, however you say it. I'm not even getting close. But Brooke, he just rambled in there a couple times for a couple touchdowns. He's a pretty good player, that kid. Pretty good size. And that's a good kick from Isaiah. Lands about the 5-yard line. And the Utes do a decent job of wrapping that up. And Salem Hills will start on about the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, 24-yard line. So in the first half, Salem Hills really pushed the ball fast. They got up to the line of scrimmage, no huddle, and just went. And that seemed to go in their favor. The Utes just couldn't get the reel to stop spinning. Nelson in the shotgun, I formation again. Hands that off right up the middle with really, really good blocking. Toy Brooke. He just gets ahead of steam and gets in there and hits a player and gets a few more yards. That time he only got like 3 yards. But he gets that 3 yards quick. And then it takes some tackling to get him down. Oh, and the Utes just crossed the line on that one. And that ball's going against the Utes. I didn't see anybody moving on the offensive side. 5 yards. 2nd and about, going to be 2. A little excitement from Uintah. Went in halftime and got told they got to play a little tougher. So they came out ready to go there. Still ready. Blitz is on. Vitui Brooke, he just didn't go down. He just keeps those feet a pumping, and he doesn't go down. He's pretty good running back. I think he's a senior this year, and again on a pretty young team. So don't know if he has a chance to go anywhere, but he may have a chance to pick up at a junior college or something, play some football. I don't say that too often, but he's just tough to bring down. And there he goes again with another 5 yards. And of course, a running back looks really good when he's got good blocking, and Salem Hills plays assignment football really well. And there they go again with the no huddle. Tom Wilson out here to the left side, and then 2 other receivers to the right. This time's going to be a pass. A quick one, and it does go to Wilson. Out of necessity, a lot of good pressure coming in on the quarterback. And it's going to be 3rd down now. And about 2. Big thanks to Stickman. They're proud to be a sponsor of VTV's live coverage of Uintah Basin High School football. That one gets called dead. Must have been something on Salem Hills because they stopped to play dead. So, no, they go against the Utes. Must have been in the. They must have lined up in the neutral zone. That's like the 3rd one of those tonight. You never see that call. So, it is 1st down. Kind of gave that one to him. Had him at 3rd down, and then they didn't even have to run a play to get it to 1st down. Quarterback chucks that one big and long over the top, and that's a touchdown. Well, Salem Hills strikes early and quick again. Well, here we go for the extra point try. And it's up, and it's good. 28-0, Salem Hills over the Uintah Utes. The Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today, they are a leader in the supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of their customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field downhole service, and other industries. You know, it's always hard to get up for a end-of-year football game when you've only won one game and you're down 21-0. But, man, that was a quick early strike, a well-thrown football, a good catch. The Utes just got to have something go their way here in the next little bit. See if they can get out of this rut. Big long kick. Looked like they were going to go to Pooch. And that goes to Caleb Petrie, and he comes running up in there, right up the middle. Gets through a bunch of them, and boy, there is a some kind of flag in the backfield. So Petrie with a pretty good run back. And it's against the Utes. And it's going to be blocking in the back. And it's a spot foul. So they're going to take that from about the 30 down to the 10. It's about a 20-yard penalty when you look at it overall, maybe even 25. So the Utes will start with the ball on the 10-yard line. And they go up the middle and just get stopped. So nothing doing there. You're just trying to keep each other positive. I see Henderson down there saying, hey, it's all right, here we go. Let's play some football. And I'm feeling a little lackluster tonight because the game's kind of dragging on like that. We got to get something going for the Utes. You know, if I was a Salem Hills fan, it's still, you know, that's one great play and just not a whole lot going on right now. And there the Utes get tackled, fumble, and a big, huge turnover. Not sure if they called him down or if it was a fumble. We don't have the L&L replay tonight, but L&L Motors is the #1 rated new car dealer in the Basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal. So that must have been the ground knocking that out. The official was right on top of it. I'm sure he got that exactly right. There was never a question from him. So here comes a late play coming in. 15 seconds on the time clock. Utes got to hurry this up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. They ran the clock out. They're going to get that flag come out. You could see that one coming. But it doesn't matter too much because it's 3rd down and deep anyway. So they only get half the distance to the goal taken away. So they lose another couple of yards. But they are pinned back pretty deep on about the 2.5-yard line. And let's see if they can call a play here and get this one out of there. A lot of blitz pressure coming. Henderson dumps it. Looks like Corbin Allen, who gets drugged down about the 10-yard line. So back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th down and 10. They are going to give Isaiah a chance to boot this one up. Looks like Salem Hill's going to take over on about the 50-yard line, if all goes well for the Utes. So Isaiah Perez back there. Little low snap. Gets it off. Does a good job. And Salem Hills does a good job of catching that ball and moving. Was that Zeke Mangum again? Nope. That one was Tom Wilson. Nelson, quarterback, coming in. Little huddle. Great field position for Salem Hills, starting on their own 34-yard line. Gonna have Garrett Lloyd in the backfield, along with Nelson. Trips left. Lloyd's gonna block, and we're gonna roll out and throw. Yep. Quarterback gets taken down a little late, looked like, but ball was thrown into the ground. 2nd and 10. Coaches are trying to get a play in there. Salem Hills is looking over, looking at the poster. What are we running? And they got receivers out both sides. Even though they're tied up the right side, they're going to run some motion. Look to hand off, and up the middle goes the quarterback, and there's some holding right at the line of scrimmage. Going to push that back. Going to be second, about 20. So that hold was right at the line of scrimmage. And it's part of why the hole opens up. So that's a, break for the Utes to stop the roll of Salem Hills. See if they can maybe get them going backwards a little bit. Shotgun I formation, Lloyd in the back. Trips left. And they go straight up the middle. And Lloyd just cuts through and picks up about 15 of the 20 they needed on 2nd down. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 8, excuse me. Must not have my angle eye on tonight. Oh, must have had some movement somewhere. So they get some of it back, and then they give up another 5 of it. So it's going to be 3rd down and 13. So Utes doing a little better job right now holding things together. Single man coverage. They do have a safety back there in Henderson. Still, that slant play. Oh. Not sure what the flag is. The same ref threw the flag in and then waved it off. I'm not sure what he meant by that. He waved it off instantly, but that was a 1st down. So they must have called pass interference. That was interesting. So comedy of errors there. Back and forth we go. And Salem Hills ends up on top. 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line, on their own 22-yard line. Nelson in the backfield, Lloyd right there with him. Trips right. Often this is a sweep over to the right and look at a pass. Oh, that is an unbelievable catch. Unbelievable catch for Salem Hills. The ball is just thrown to the most perfect location. Right on the 1-yard line. 1st and 10, goal to go. Well thrown ball, Nelson. Not much the Utes could have done on that one. I mean, they're with him step for step. Just thrown on that shoulder where you just can't get it. And there's a little cutback, but boy, the flag comes out again for another hold on Salem Hills right at the line of scrimmage. So it was 1st and goal with 1 to go. Now it's going to be 1st and goal with 11 to go. Oh, block below the waist. A little chop block. So not holding. I'm going to give him 15 yards on that one. No dirty blocking allowed in high school football, they say. Nelson gets his player moving up and down the line. Then goes motion the other way. Think about handing it off. And the ball is thrown, caught, and it's, no, it's not caught. They got a penalty right by the quarterback. Not sure what that was. So, interception, Caleb Petrie. But it's coming back. Not really sure what's going on. Oh, it's a penalty on the Utes. Unbelievable. So Salem Hills just knocking at the door. It has been first and goal a lot here in the last little bit. All right, they got some really interesting lineup here, just going right up the middle and saying so right from the get-go. And Lloyd just rambles in for a couple of yards. 2nd down and 5 to go. So that same thing, basically saying we're coming right at you, right up the middle. The same guy, same thing. See if you can stop us. And they do. 3rd and 4 to go. Maybe 5 still. Oh, offsides on the Utes. Jumped across that line. Gonna march off about 2.5 yards. So 3rd and goal to go with 2.5 yards before the end zone. Salem with many opportunities. They have had a lot of looks at goal to go. So, got a pair of receivers out to the right. I formation with Lloyd going back up them, sweeps around. And a good tackle from about 4 Ute players. Henderson with the initial stop. Nice job, Henderson. Moon Lake Electric, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. Providing power to the area since 1938. Find and like them on Facebook. So it's 4th down, and instead of kicking a field goal, they figure let's just run one in. So the Utes really want to get a stop here. And they do a little trickery. And the quarterback with the leaping dive gets the ball across before he goes down. And it's going to be a touchdown. So Nelson with a leaping dive reaches his hand out. Definitely a nice play. Looking to put the Salem Hills team up 35-0, which I believe starts the clock from stopping. And holy cow, there is another penalty. How many penalties are we going to have tonight, folks? Lots of them on this particular play. We have been in there a lot, and this one's on Salem Hills. And I think the kicker just wanted a little bigger try. See it from 25 instead of 15 instead of 20. Same result, 35-0. We are going to take us a break here and hear a word from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have Salem Hills kicking the ball off.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
Welcome back to Uintah High School, Coach Belcher Stadium, where the Utes are struggling a little bit tonight. So down 35-0 to Salem Hills. Salem Hills is on a roll. Gonna kick this one. They go line drive. And it almost looked like a Ute player touched it, and I don't believe he touched it. The officials are talking about it and letting everybody know that he did not touch it. And that ball goes out of bounds for a penalty. So the Utes are going to start with the ball at the 35-yard line. So that's a pretty good kick. Almost went in the favor of Salem Hills. And here the Utes go with a little quick setup of their own. Henderson up and under. And the Utes get a yard or two out of the play. Utes are never in a big, huge hurry to get that play brought in. They tend to bring it in pretty late in the play clock. So, same basic look every time. Just nice and tight, nothing spread wide. They hand to Petrie, and he gets just his shirt tackled, basically. And they give up the couple of yards they gain and lose one more. So, 3rd and 11. So again, here comes that play coming in with about 10 seconds used in the game clock. Excuse me, the play clock. And so the Utes tend to take their time on every play. And here they go with a couple of receivers out wide. Same good motion. Henderson just gets hammered from behind. A big tackle that he does not see coming. Excessive celebration after the fact. And the Utes are going to get a first down out of that. Henderson just got taken out from behind. Didn't see it coming. And then Salem Hills just a little taunting after the fact. So the officials are talking about it, trying to decide what happened there. While we're trying to figure out what's going on, let's talk about Ashley Regional, the only Joint Commission accredited hospital in the basin. Ashley Regional is looking forward to the completion of their new Women's Center in 2018. Ashley Regional was named one of the top 100 rural hospitals in America by Becker's Review, and Ashley Regional supports UHS sports. So, big, huge penalty. Giving the Utes a 4th and 1 yard to go. And they're going to try to go up the middle, and Salem's going to stop them from going up the middle if they can. Henderson, basically a sack. It is not in the pocket, but he keeps it and loses 5 yards. And the Utes turn it over on the 40. So the clock will stop with possession change, and then it'll just keep rolling from there forward. And Salem Hills takes a quick little huddle. I formation. 2-1 receivers. Pretty wide set. And Lloyd with, I don't know if that was Lloyd or not. Pretty good little spin there to get an extra yard. And it wasn't, it was Brooke by Tui. Vitui in there again with Nelson. Nelson in the shotgun. I formation they switch to. Little going pitch. And Brooke tries to get outside wide, and he just gets those extra yards. That kid is hard to bring down. He's a strong kid. So that's going to be 3rd and a couple to go. Salem Hills just rambling forward. And this is an odd position for them because they're too far out to kick a field goal likely. And, you know, they're up 35-0, but they're probably going to have to go for it on 4th down if they don't get this 1st down. So they got a throw play, pressure everywhere, and unbelievable those catches. Oh, they say he doesn't catch it. Looked like he did, but there's holding in the backfield. Going to be 3rd and about 12 now. I still can't believe how good these receivers catch those over the shoulder balls. And Nelson puts those on the spot. You can tell that kid's worked hard at throwing the ball where he wants to throw it. And I was incorrect. It's about 16 yards. So 3rd and 16 for the Salem Hills. Skyhawks. Nelson going to roll over here to his left and decides to turn it upfield, and he goes out of bounds with about 10 yards left. So 4th and 10. And this is probably a position where you can try your punt and try to pin back the Utes. You don't net a whole lot, but it is 4th and 10, so you don't really want to give it up too tight, and you don't want to pour it on either, so to speak. So looks like they're going to switch out, put the punt team in, and punt this one away. Don't be surprised if they don't fake it either, you know, and try to make some play work like that. Up by 35. Strata Networks is proud to be a sponsor of proud to be your local wireless provider. Goodness. And pretty good kick. Gonna put that ball out somewhere at about the 12-15 yard line. So the Utes take over. Back to Strata Networks is proud to bring you live coverage of local sports. Enjoy reliable coverage and unbeatable speeds from the company that brings you more local cell sites than any other carrier. Nationwide 4G LTE coverage and the latest devices from your favorite brands. Strata Networks. So the Utes take over, 16 yard line, 1st and 10, headed their way. No time left on the clock. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Salem Hills up 35-0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uintah Basin.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Welcome back to Uintah High School, where they got the music playing. Drill team cheerleaders doing their thing on the other side there. But the Utes not getting anything going directly, but they got the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 16-yard line. Excuse me, the Salem Hill 16-yard line. Who was that? Was that Peyton Pace? Got a few yards there, maybe 3. So that play comes in maybe with 8 seconds used of the play clock. And the Utes, a little more spread, look to pass maybe. No, they get it up the middle, and they get a first down out of that. Some go in their direction. Peyton Pace again does a great job of making some quick yardage. He's got some foot speed. So the Utes get a nice first down. Moving the ball a little bit. So much the same look. Opposite side they go. And they go up the middle. Henderson hands that one off. And I didn't see who it was. You take a huddle. Kind of speeding things up just a little, knowing the clock's running. Henderson hands that off, and they go right up the middle, and he just gets ahead of speed and takes the whole line of scrimmage with him for a Ute first down, it looks like to me. Was that Peyton Pace again? So the Utes got a little something going here. See if they can keep things moving. One lone receiver. That quick slant play right to Corbin Allen. Hits him in the hands, but Salem Hills gets their hands in there as well and knocks that ball down. So the Utes making some progression. It's going to be 2nd and 10 after that try down the middle. I love that play. Usually works out pretty good for him. Corbin's an easy target to hit. Big, huge boy. Usually they pass that at about the 7-yard mark. And he usually catches it, makes a few yards. Henderson with the rollout. Going to keep this one, see what he can get. Moves it up, and he does. He gets a first down. Gets drug out just beyond the first down marker. And the Utes continue to roll up the field. And you know, they've done this a fair bit all night long. Now it's time to put some polish on these plays. Again, the clock just continuously running in the mercy rule as you get down by 35. Utes nice and tight. Oh, and the handoff never ends up taking place very well. Pace finally gets it, but there's a lot of pressure in there. The one thing about this style of play is you don't ever give up too much right in there. Even if you get pushed back 5 yards like that, it's you get the forward progression, and you don't give up much. Henderson up and under, everyone tight. Fumble. Bad handoff. Looks like the Utes recovered it. It bounced out on the handoff, and the Utes dove right back on it and retained possession. So 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. I got to give a big hand to Isaac Jensen. He makes that motion every single time. Does a pretty good job of it. There you see Caleb Petrie with the motion. And he does a good job, receives it. Rambles in there, nothing doing. So as we start to get late in this game with about 6 minutes left, 6:20, we got to think a little bit about who to present the player of the game with so they can have the tickets to the maze at Water Hollow Ranch. And the Utes haven't had a whole lot of highlights. One of the key plays that I liked is Salem Hills called a timeout with 1 second left right at the end of the half, kind of stinkery. And Henderson just says, well, I'm going to sweep this one. He sweeps it for 40 yards. And before that, he had a 45-yard run. So Henderson's definitely had the big yardage, big switch, big play, a throw to Henderson. I like the play. It doesn't net as many yards as forward as it had side to side, but I like it. A reverse and a pass to get a first down and keep the ball on the Ute side. And I believe that was 4th down. I didn't even pay attention to the marker, but I believe that was a 4th down. So I like it. I like it. I like it. So, as we're talking about the player of the game for the tickets at Water Hollow, the maze at Water Hollow Ranch, Henderson is a receiver there. Picked up another first down. Goes up through the middle, and the Utes pick up close to a first down, if not a first down. Is that Pace again? Another first down for the Utes. See if they can make something happen here as they keep going. They're down there in the red zone. Trip. Receivers out to right. Oh, and he did hand that off. I didn't see it. I thought he kept it and he was going to pitch it. I almost said it, but I cut myself. So they pick up about half, well, a little more than half of that. You know, it's good to see the Utes making a little bit of progression here, even if it's late in the game. Staying positive, ending this game positively. Tough to do, down 35-0. Henderson up and under the center. Quarterback keeper. Looked like he handed it off. And I think he just tried to shore up his tickets to the maze at Water Hollow Ranch. So I'm not sure if they gave it to him. They did. Touchdown, Kyle Henderson. Quarterback keeper. So they're going to try for the extra point. You know, the clock stops on the score, but I do believe it still runs until you're within 20, under 21 points maybe even. So I think that the mercy rule is still in place. Isaiah with the extra point, giving the Utes a nice touchdown there at the end. And Kyle Henderson pretty much sealing up the player of the game unless something crazy happens in the next 3 minutes and 34 seconds. L&L Motor is the #1 rated new car dealer in the basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full service store in Vernal. Strata Networks brings you the latest mobile devices from your favorite brands. Visit them today and buy one, get one free on a select smartphones. Strata Networks, we connect lives. Ashley Regional is the only joint commission accredited hospital in the basin. Ashley Regional was named one of the top 100 rural hospitals in America by Becker's Review. Moon Lake Electric, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. Providing power to the area since 1938. Find and like them on Facebook. The Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today they are a leader in the supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of their customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field downhole services, and other industries. Stickman is proud to sponsor VTV's live coverage of Uintah Basin High School football. All right, Isaiah Perez looking to kick this one. Let's see what he's got. Gonna kick it out? Gonna onsides? Gotta go onside, don't you? Gotta go onside. Does not make 10 yards. Oops, but you know, got to give it a try. He's a little disappointed in himself. Went right over the top of that one. Got no hop, got no bounce, got nothing out of it. Doesn't even get to start the clock yet. Again, Union winning their play-in game today, 42-20. Last we heard, Duchesne was up a fair bit, looking pretty good against Layton Christian. Some kind of a flag just goes out. Maybe too many players on the field. So instead of 1st and 10, it's 1st and 15. Tune in every Thursday night at 6:30, the Sports Spin. Little catch up on high school football and the going on in sports in general. And so Salem Hills runs that one in with nothing happening other than getting stopped. Probably a younger player in there now. Alex Foster with a nice stop. I'll try to pick out some of these numbers of these younger players that are in now for Salem Hills. Oh, and the Utes just get in there and tackle the quarterback. Not sure who the quarterback is. Is that Jeff Yates? Maybe that is Yates. So some younger players in. 2-1. Run the clock out before they snap. Coach calls a timeout and gives his players a chance to get this play off. So that stops the clock with 1:47 seconds. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and award the player of the game. Goes to Kyle Henderson. Did a pretty good job on his last home game here at Coach Belcher Stadium as a high school football player. So we'll make sure he gets those tickets. Maybe he could take his mom with him. Salem Hills comes back out. Just a timeout to stop the clock and get a play in. Both teams are ready to go, so here we go. Alex Foster just feeling it. Chases Jeff Yates, the backup sophomore quarterback. There's a penalty of some sort, probably holding, based on where it was. Left my microphone up, wasn't making any sound there for a second. Sorry about that. Penalty given, 4th and a little bit long. So the Salem Hills team is going to elect to punt this, give the Utes a chance to run one back with 1:20 left. Henderson was like, I want to run one actually. So 1:27:18 left. Utes take over, see if they can make another quick business out of a score here. Maybe get close enough to give Isaiah a little look at a long field goal or something fun like that. It's not as fun for everybody else, but I like Isaiah's kicking because he plays a little soccer and pretty good at that. So clock already rolling. Not much time left when this is where it's at. So the pitch comes. Caleb zigzags, doesn't get much. So Utes are going to get another playoff, but not much more than one more. Maybe they can get 2. At this rate, probably not. And they burn all the clock. Coach takes a timeout. We're going to stay right here. We'll finish this game off and see if the Utes have any secret plays here for one last attempt. Maybe they'll get 2 now that they had a timeout. I don't know how that works with the clock continuously running. Again, player of the game, Kyle Henderson, the Maze at Water Hollow Ranch. All our sponsors, L&L Motors, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional, Moon Lake Electric, Savage, and Stickman. Proud to sponsor VTV's live coverage of high school football here in the Basin. So both teams looking forward to some of their youth, giving them a chance to see what they got. Last few plays of a tough home season for the Utes. They won 1 game here this year against Maple Mountain. And they were close on quite a few games. Tonight they weren't very close. Kyle Henderson trying to stay alive. Not sure if there's anything he can do about that. Clock's going to run out. No timeouts left. Game over. Well done, Salem Hills. Good to have you out. And well done, Utes. Way to hang in there. We'll see y'all next time.